We're waiting for a few people to come up. I've got my information coming up here. Oh, we got some viewers. Yes, 1,000 viewers already. That's bonkers. All right, well, first up, people, happy Christmas. Well, no, actually, that's the wrong intro. I'm looking forward to Christmas, and I know you guys are too. I've got some questions from you guys. We try to theme these little Q&As. Hello, Lindsay Henderson and Geraldine Vayen and Jenny. Hi, lovely to have you. So this is about edible gifts, really. It's quite a nice time to talk about edible gifts because this is the time they're very cost effective. You can make things look really beautiful. I used to, in the old days, when I didn't have the cashito to buy mum and dad something nice, I used to make a lot of things, flavoured oils, flavoured vinegars, little chutneys, a big box of gorgeous things. So I've got some questions from you guys. From Catherine Ann Lowe, I want to make some lovely edible gifts this year, but I can't decide what to make. What are my personal favourites? So I think chutney's all good. I really, really like it. We've got a bunch of chutney recipes on jamieoliver.com. Chili chutneys, really, really good. Welsh rarebit with amazing chili chutney is phenomenal. And truffles. Have a little look down here. You might not be able to see it. Let me pull this into your world. We've got some lovely truffles made here. These are really, really simple. Take about 25 minutes to make. You can put them in the fridge, firm them up. They take about half an hour before you can serve them. And of course, you can put these in a little storage tin, and they're really, really nice. So we have got a bunch of those recipes on jamieoliver.com. We're trying to make jamieoliver.com work really hard this year because I know that Christmas is quite a stressful time for you guys. Let's answer some questions. Hello, Riley, Neo Koean. Hello from Singapore. God, you really are coming thick and thin from all over the place. Chinese writing as well. I don't read Chinese, so I can't really answer that question. Okay, so gluten-free. Becca Louise Evans said, I would love to know any gluten-free edible gifts. My daughter's gluten-free, actually. Just found that out, so she can't have lots of those things anymore. Bread, she's quite depressed about that. Okay, those truffles are gluten-free, so that's good. We've got some beautiful blondies, biscotti, on jamieoliver.com. These are all gluten-free, and you can make them really, really nice. So good luck with that. And I'm going to get better at gluten-free because now it's affecting my family directly. We're going to put a lot more content up online. So questions, lovely people. I know you're all watching. We have currently 15,000, nearly 16,000 people watching. Nice jacket, Jamie. Loving the drinks tube and food tube. Thank you very much. I am trying to be a bit smarter today. This is my attempt. I'm trying to be a bit more grown up sometimes. Someone analysed my wardrobe the other day and said that I dress 15 years too young for my age. Ouch. So anyway, I'm still doing the young stuff, of course, but a few more jackets. Tracy Perkins. Hi, Jamie. I want a recipe. You have got a good one for an old turkey gravy, and do something completely different. Let me read this again. I want a recipe ideas that you've got for a good old turkey gravy, as I want to do something completely different with the taste this year. Tracy, I love you. Your writing's about as bad as mine. I don't understand a word you said. What do you think she meant? She wants to do something different with the taste. Don't know.
Different takes on gravy.
Different takes on gravy. Well, can I give you some gravy tips? When you take the turkey out, we always want to rest our turkey for at least, wait for it, 2 hours, okay? Now, it won't go cold. Put a bit of tin foil over and some a tea towel, clean one, and let that rest. Some juice will come out and you can pour that into your gravy. When you just put a little flour, a nice heaped tablespoon of flour or two into the tray, remove half the fat, then add your stock or water with all the drippings and stuff from the tray. It's going to make an amazing gravy. If you take the wings off the turkey and strip it and the bone into the gravy, and a couple of little tips. If you've got a favourite jam, it could be cranberry jam or sauce, just a little bit of that in the gravy is delicious. You could put a little kind of few swigs of lovely red wine or port. These things really kind of bring body to the gravy. Then just reduce it to the thickness that you like, put it through a sieve, and that will be an amazing, amazing gravy. One tip is giblets. Don't forget your giblets. Giblets are in the middle of the cavity, and every year we get thousands of people telling us that when they carved the meat the next day when it was cold, they took the plastic bag of giblets out. Giblets do freak people out because it's the neck and the heart and the livers, and I'm sorry they freak you out, but that's where the flavour is. Throw them in the bottom of the tray, sit the turkey on top, best gravy ever. If you want to get the get ahead gravy recipe, then we've got it on jamieoliver.com and people love it. So you buy a load of chicken wings, very cheap, and you make your base gravy like 2 weeks before. You can freeze it if you want, and then that's what you add to your gravy pan on the day to have a double gravy. Double gravy, double pleasure, happy people. So let's take some more questions. You guys are coming through thick and thin. Let's have a little look here. We've got Carla. Hi Jamie, thanks for your beautiful new book. I love it. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. Everyday Superfood. Yeah, it's been out a couple of weeks. It's doing really, really well. Probably got one around here somewhere to have a little look at, but nothing close to hand. Can you talk about getting involved, doing some great food and work over vulnerable community members over the holidays, homeless shelters, and sharing the love of food? Who is that? Lynn Daly. Bless you, Lynn. Yes, so at Christmas time, for many of us, it's all about friends and family. And I have to say, I get really upset with the older community that are on their own and haven't got any family around them. So I'm actually working personally on a couple of initiatives at the moment that haven't totally come to fruition yet. So I'm working on a few things. But definitely, if you've got a neighbour nearby, it's always good to check in on them. And actually, any of these edible gifts are brilliant. A little bit of love for those people. And of course, checking in on them if it's cold. I know you guys are from all over the world, but if it's cold, you've got to keep an eye on these lovely people. So let's just flick through. Okay, need a recipe for... I need recipes for one. That's from Nancy. Okay, I'll work on some recipes for one. If you go onto iTunes, I've got an app called the Jamie's Recipe app, and you can actually times up or down the portions that you require, and you can build shopping baskets, and there's loads of choice, and there's a free download, and then you can buy the extra bits if you want them, but you can have a little look, see if that's going to fix your problem.
Got one here from Alice Carlson. Says,
this is one of our team over here. This is Matt here. Say hi.
Hi.
Phoebe and all the guys. Sorry, Matt, go for it. I interrupted you there.
Alice Carlson on watching on FOODTUBE on YouTube asked, have you got any tips for a vegetarian Christmas?
Yes, we have. Vegetarian Christmas went absolutely massive for us the last 2 years, and vegan Christmas as well. And I think the realisation is, from my point of view, when we're trying to create content for people and really back you up when it's nerve-wracking times, is we want to try and produce stuff for everyone. So vegan Christmas, we did some brilliant stuff last year. Please have a look at that. There's a whole kind of area on jamieoliver.com, including the vegetarian area as well. Have we got any other specific areas for Christmas? Gluten-free, vegan, veggie. So have a little look, guys, and we're working to get that bigger and better every single year, and we want to help everyone. Take a look at my friend's page, her efforts on a local school to bring about change and good health. That was Megan. I will take a look. Thank you very much. What else have we got here? Let's have a little look. I love to bake, but one of my friends has too many food sensitive, no gluten, no dairy, soy, nuts, eggs, and shellfish. Crumbs. Let's just see more there. I wanted to make something for her, but have you got any suggestions? Well, darling, this is Denise. Your friend has got a lot of allergies, and yes, I'm sure we can come up with something nice, but live on Facebook, probably not, because that's quite a long list of things you can't have. Leave that one with me. Hello from Brazil. We love that. And how would you inspire students on a budget to plan and cook healthy meals during a jam-packed week? Look, I think student eating is a really interesting thing. Like from a nutritional point of view as well, when you're in your from 16 to sort of 19 years old, that's when kids eat their most. They need more calories, right? And then come 20, that really reduces down again. But that's around the same time as they leave school, stop doing sport, go to university, start drinking, having a load of fun. So actually it's a really critical time for health and weight and all those sorts of things. But also, if they're learning at uni or college, they want to have loads of energy. So it's really important to get it right. Even if you want to party and have a few drinks and do what everyone else does at uni, that's all cool. What I used to suggest and do with all my mates at uni was actually, they were all spending quite a bit of money, and if you put, if there's 5 people living in a house, or if there's a bunch of people living in a halls of residence, you can bundle your cash, save a load of money, delegate who cooks each week and do a batch cook. Buy a big cheap pan and make a big batch of curry, chili, spaghetti bolognese, all those sort of things. And we've got loads of those recipes on jamieoliver.com, those big batch cook recipes. It's so cheap. It's like 60 pence a portion, 70 pence a portion. So your money goes a lot longer. You have a load of spare change. You get loads of veggies in there and really celebrate wonderful cooking from different countries around the world. And then you can have house parties and get your mates around. And of course you have leftovers, bag it up, freeze it. And in the week when your time is jam-packed, you can reheat it really, really quickly. So that's that. Let's move on.
Jones asks, what's your favourite Thanksgiving meal?
What is my favourite Thanksgiving meal? To be honest, we have the same thing every year. We have turkey with all the trimmings, but I also do a goose, and a roast goose rubbed with 5 spice and salt and cooked for about 3.5 hours at 170 degrees Celsius, which is about 350 Fahrenheit. It goes so crispy skinned and tender, but that was the original meat for Christmas in Britain before the turkey took over in the sort of 20s. So we do both, which is great. Loads of veg from the garden, gravy, all the little sauces and condiments. That's what we do. But actually, this is kind of cool. Tell me what your classic, in the comments box below, tell me what your classic and favourite dish is from the holiday season or the Christmas season. I know there's people that don't celebrate Christmas, so that's cool, but if you've got any festivals around this time of year that are close to your heart, tell us what foods you love to celebrate, and we'll give you a shout out now. Hello from Hull. Oh, Catherine from Hull, how are you doing? We've got lots of new Ministry of Food centres around that part of the country. Hi Jamie, this isn't very Christmassy, but my dad is currently undergoing chemotherapy and he's pretty weak. Oh, bless him. Ron Roy, bless you, Ron. I'm presuming that's you. I'm sorry it's not very Christmassy. You're right, it's not very Christmassy, but let's make it Christmassy. Cue the music. Oh, we haven't got the budget for that. Okay, there you go. Bit better, bit more Christmassy. Okay, we'll have that in the foreground. There you go. So I hope that's good. Anyway, what she's saying, he doesn't really like eating much, and he always loved your recipes. Is there anything light for him to see? Do you know what, darling? Cook him anything. Go to the website, have a little flick through, show him the pictures, get him to choose something. If he's been having chemo, bless him, he's going to be absolutely zonked of energy, and obviously it affects your taste buds and all that sort, and your appetite and all those sort of things. So let him pick something from the pictures. That's why the internet's so blimmin' brilliant. Cook it and just help him with any textures and stuff if he needs that, and wish him my love. And I will promise to make it more Christmassy. You're right, it's not very Christmassy. I'll get some lights up. I'll get some fairies. It's going to be, the next time you see me in a few days, this is going to be great. It's going to be really Christmassy. Venison, Dan Young says, what is the role of healthy yogurt in curry cooking if you want to get your children used to spicy curry dishes? I like yogurt in lots of cooking, and I particularly like it with spicy cooking because it's contrast, and often contrast is beautiful. So whether you're making a sauce out of yogurt or using a yogurt to break another gravy type sauce, or having it just to refresh, I love that. Whether it's Indian or spicy food, I don't mind at all. Love from Australia, that's Libby. Bless your heart, Libby. Korea, they said something, but I have no idea what it says. Thai foods. That's quite generic. Be a bit more specific, Naya. I want to know what Thai foods. Jamie from Armenia. I'd like to share with you some of our national dishes. And like to send you it private. I think it would interest you. Yeah, I know what those private dishes are like. Yeah, and yes, okay.
Camilla from Brazil every year bakes gingerbread cookies, and they don't hold their shape. What tip to make them hold their shape?
Ah, interesting. So Camilla said that her baked gingerbread lose their shape every year, and this can happen. What you can actually do is put the dough in the fridge, chill it down, and that will make them firmer. What you can do is also then freeze them if you want, and cook them from frozen. What I quite like to do is make a big batch up, put them on little bits of greaseproof paper, freeze them, and then I kind of have a whole box of like gingerbreads that I can just cook off when people turn up, and it's always fresh and delicious. If they're frozen, they tend to not go wobbly, and if it still continues to misbehave, then the recipe's no good. So go on my website and get my recipe, which does work. Okay, what else have we got here? Anything else, girls, from over there? Brussels sprouts with cranberry. That's very nice. That was from Gilia.
Got another question from Brazil.
Ruth Crompson, mince pies from Adelaide. Bless you. Christmas cake, lamb chops from Kevin. Right, what were you going to say, darling?
Someone else watching from Brazil, Chims1.
Brasilia! Sorry.
He asked, what dishes would you recommend for eating in a hot country for Christmas?
This is a good question. I think refreshing things are always very, very good. It's a bit of a hard one for me because I've never had Christmas in a hot country before. I would suggest, I think barbecuing outside, you know, getting beautiful, you know, cooking over wood is always a joy. Sorry, I'm just redoing my jacket because it's doing weird things. Fish marinated. I used to love the blackened fish in Louisiana, New Orleans. But in Brazil, you've got all those wonderful meats that you love to do. But contrast, you know, lovely meats cooked over fire and wood, but contrasted with incredible salsa and beautiful, you know, grilled vegetable salads and refreshing cold salads with little surprises of fruit in it. Beautiful. Any other questions, girls?
What do you have for breakfast on Christmas Day?
What do we have for breakfast on Christmas Day? I normally have, to be honest, I'm normally running around doing quite a lot of stuff because I'm the one that does all the cooking. So I normally have just a bit of scrambled egg on toast, smoked salmon, bit of lemon, and that makes me very, very happy. The kids are sort of on like 1 cup pancakes with dry cranberries through them, very nice, thick and fluffy. Take about 40 seconds to make. Literally 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of self-raising flour, and 1 egg crack. Pinch of cinnamon, dried cranberries, mix it up. Do it the night before or on the day. And then just do lots of little ones, and they just have kind of this size pancakes. Beautiful. The wife has, what does the wife have? I'm actually not sure what Jules has because I'm always cooking and she's in the other room. What does she have? I think she'll have, I don't know. Next question, girls.
Chris Samuel on FOODTUBE says, any tips on what I could bring to my in-laws' house? This is the first time spending Christmas there, so I need to make an impression.
Oh, Chris Samuels on FOODTUBE is cooking or going to the in-laws. Now, guys, going to the in-laws is part of Christmas that makes it very stressful. There's a lot of people cooking at Christmas time for the first time, going with edible gifts or foods, contributing foods, or people coming to them. And obviously you do want to make a good impression and not upset the in-laws. So my suggestion to him would be, mate, take something, well, if you're going to take food to contribute to the Christmas meal, do a gratin, something like that, something that holds heat, like lovely cauliflower and sweet leek al forno with sort of like beautiful white sauce and cheese and breadcrumbs, something that will hold heat and you can reheat and it's delicious. If not, take some lovely mulled wine, little bag, wine, get there, knock it out, put it out, and they'll love it. I've got a lovely recipe coming up on DrinksTube very, very quickly. I think it's coming out tomorrow, isn't it? The mulled wine recipe? Or is it up already? That should be going. Wine is always good, of course. Beautiful cakes, biscuits. But yes, good luck, good luck. There'll be many of you around the country going to in-laws for the first time. Any more, girls, or shall I just answer some questions from here?
Yeah.
I'll have a little look here. Good day, mate. Tried a roux. Ever tried a roux? I think it means a kangaroo. Yes, I have actually. We braised the kangaroo's tail with sweet leeks and fennel seeds and chilli and Chianti and tomatoes and made the most amazing pasta sauce, and I have to say it was blimmin' delicious. What else have we got? I made your beef Wellington last Christmas and it was a hit. I thought it said something else then. Oh no, was it? It was a hit, thank God for that. Jamie, I love your books. Kids are celiac. Do you have any gluten-free bread recipes? Yep, go to jamieoliver.com. We've got a whole gluten-free area and a whole gluten-free Christmas area, so have a little look there. That was Kim, bless your heart. We have got, what else have we got here? Hello from Azerbaijan. I can't even say that, but bless you. We have got people from Kent. Everyone's saying where they're from. Costa Rica. Are you ignoring me? Adam Harding, I'm not ignoring you. Sadly, there's lots of people, so I've only just caught up with you. Cantucci biscuits with masala is a lovely dessert in Italy. Wonderful with mascarpone cream as well, sweetened with honey, delicious, and vanilla. Yes, my darling.
That's on to wrap up. I've got those little points we've finished about.
Yes, okay, so we're about to wrap up now, guys. We are going to make this whole area more Christmassy. Sorry about that, it's not Christmassy. You're right, and I messed up. So I'm going to get lights, I'm going to get a tree, and I will dress up in appropriate wear instead of what I'm wearing now. So, to finish off, next week is all about turkey. So we're going to be doing a big Q&A. We'll go longer. We'll go, we'll go much longer. All your questions that you need about turkey timings, stuffing, gravy. Let's do it. Let's unpack it. And also, it's still not too late to order your turkey from a really good, reputable source to get you a really special one. I might even do a turkey competition and sort of send out some turkeys around the country. Also, we've got loads of recipe inspiration over on jamieoliver.com now. There's loads of more inspiration on FoodTube, DrinksTube, and Family FoodTube. And if you don't know what that is, go onto YouTube and simply search Jamie Oliver FoodTube. It's free. There's nearly a couple of million people following. We'd love to actually get it to 2 million people by the end of the year, but it's free, and it's just loads of decent cooks and chefs and people that love food, parents on Family Tube and mixologists on DrinkTube, just sharing their lovely information. Don't forget to subscribe when you do get over to see us. Subscribe now is it on the YouTube one? Facebook. Are we on Hangout as well? I can't keep up with it. If you subscribe to whatever it is that you're watching this on, then you'll get a little notification next time I go live, and that may be good or bad. But we're going to do more of this, and I'm going to be concentrating on more questions. Hello from India. We've literally got people from Slovenia, Korea, all over the world. Portuguese people. That's from Volta. There's people from Canada. All over the place. So this is really good. Australia, Korea, Thailand, Poland. How wonderful. What a lovely world we live in where we can all share our joy of food. So look, I will see you next week, maybe before. And thank you very much. Lots of love. I'm going to press off now, but until next time, you lovely people, take care. Boom.